All right, people, how we doing out there? So, I'll recap on what's going on with this individual who we don't know why decided to attack my company. And yeah, this guy carried on. This guy made fake YouTube channels about me. He went in and attacked their emails over 1,000 times, uh, claiming to be a minister, a reverend. He's taking money from people. We don't know. He doesn't have a church. He has no form of documents, nothing at all whatsoever. And on top of that, he has committed multiple counts of post office mail fraud. We have letters here with his fingerprints still sealed on the inside. Now, when we went to his YouTube channel, he had this channel called Brother Derrick's E-Bikes, which we have right here. I told you this is why we take pictures of everything. Right there. So he went in and he removed it. And the reason why he removed it, because in these videos, which we have pictures of, plenty of documents on this individual, he was basically collecting money from people, trying to collect money from people, claiming to be a church. Yes, it's official. I'm moving on up to the west side. This is where we contacted over there. And right there, he's talking about Fresh Start. He has Cash App and PayPal, where he's actually taking donations from people for a church he doesn't have. He has no church. He has no clergy ID. He has no document, nothing, no degrees, nothing whatsoever. He's not even a minister at that period. So he's contacted our company multiple times. We have multiple emails showing him contacting our business over and over and over again, harassing our business. Not only that, he was sending out letters to our family members, and he was harassing them. And we are right here. Public housing really looks like, and this is how we found out where he was at. So if you look at here, this is where his page used to be at, and his page is no longer there because he removed the page. Because again, people only hide stuff when they know that they're in a lot of serious trouble, and they could run the risk of getting arrested or locked up, or basically losing their place where they lay their head. So we was able to reach out to someone out there. We looked at the addresses that were on the card, and the addresses on the card point to the address of where this apartment complex is at, and the apartment complex is basically public housing. It's a public housing unit. And then upon looking upon that, we were able to contact someone down in property management, have a talk with them, explain the situation we're having with this individual. And they said, well, he must be in the towers. That's where he's at, over in the towers. So contacting them today and finding out what's going on, and they were very nice, very polite, very pleasant people. They gave out the email we sent over of having the problem with this individual in their building is now with security. I think it's legal. Legal has it, and their security unit. I think they have their own security unit. They're involved in it now on trying to track his whereabouts, on bringing him in for questioning. And on top of that, he's going to receive an eviction notice for carrying on and acting up. And this is why I say from the door that basically entertaining the devil will get you in all sorts of trouble. This guy was blessed to be into public housing. And public housing usually does not take single men. They take usually more women and children, single mothers, women and children, families, stuff like that. And if you're blessed to be able to get into one of these units, then you're doing pretty good, because the rent, everything's reasonable. It's very nice. It's very extremely affordable, and it helps people get on their feet. But he didn't take it as a blessing. He got into this building. I don't know if he's been doing his ripping people off as a fake minister, but stealing from God, nothing's good going to come of that. And then openly attacking me because we don't know who you are, because Jamie told you some things, and you decided to believe in them. You could have contacted me and said, hey, buddy, this guy's on YouTube saying some nasty stuff about you. I would have showed you basically where we've had problems from Mr. Fernando. And Mr. Fernando, keep in mind that when we take you to court and sue you, and also tell you I filed multiple criminal charges against you, including fraud and the copyright infringements against our company, this guy's going to come up in your court case because he's involved. Or anyone that's involved in this, you're going to be involved in it too. So, Mr. Williams, you're going to be involved in his nonsense also too, because you guys all know each other, and we can show you guys all plotted together to try to take down my company. But for Mr. Williams is definitely going to be facing an eviction notice. And Mr. Williams, when we finish up from there, I am filing. I have several criminal charges we are filing against you for attacking our company. So this is cyberbullying, cyber harassment, and they can carry up to anywhere from, like, I don't know, I think 10 years for cyberbullying. Let's just see what we have here. I'm going to make sure I'm 100% right on it before we speak it. How much jail time can you get for cyber bullying? So 1 year in jail is for that. 1 year in jail. Let's see. How much jail time can you get for cyber harassment?
According to Online Harassment Field Manual, PEN America, this law does not require that the person who engages in such a course of conduct, i.e., the abuser, be in a different state from the person who suffers emotional distress or fear as a result of the conduct, i.e., the target. Penalties include a fine, imprisonment for not more than 5 years.
So you're looking for imprisonment charges for 5 years, which means it doesn't make a difference if you're in a different state. We can still file against you. Not a problem whatsoever. And then we have the post office fraud charges, where you have 6 of these envelopes with your fingerprints on the inside. How much jail time can you get for post office mail fraud?
A conviction for mail fraud through the post office can result in a jail sentence of up to 20 years in federal prison, with the potential for even harsher penalties if the fraud involves a financial institution or a federally declared disaster, which could lead to a maximum sentence of 30 years imprisonment, alongside potential fines depending on the severity of the crime.
So we have you using the United States Postal Service as committing crimes against my company and basically harassing us, the United States Postal Service. So you're looking at 20 years per letter, and we have 6 of them over here, which I explained to them that you were sending letters to us. And keep in mind that your IP address under the Comcast service that you use in that building is coming up on our end, is tracing back to that unit. You can trace it back to your computer. So you have been abusing the blessings that you got for living in that place. You have been attacking us, attacking our family members, and carrying on. But just to let you know, as I said before, we put all things in God's hands, and God is going to bring this to light. And we're going to see you in court soon. I am going to be filing a lawsuit against you for roughly, we're considering around $250,000. So about $250,000, about minimum $100,000, most likely $250,000. It's a lot of stuff he was doing. So yeah, and on top of that, we have you on voice recording, contacting my phone, screaming and yelling, going out on YouTube and saying that I was a scammer and I'm ripping people off. So that's fraud charges against my company. How much jail time can you get for committing fraud against someone's company?
Depending on the severity of the fraud and the jurisdiction, committing fraud against a company can result in a jail sentence ranging from a few months for minor offenses to several years in prison for large-scale corporate fraud, with federal charges potentially leading to up to 20 years imprisonment and substantial fines.
So we have you basically on your YouTube channel posting videos saying that we're scammers and we're ripping people off. So yes, that is going to be used against you in court. So delete your YouTube channel all you want. As I said before, you went in and deleted your Facebook page, which again, that's not going to help you because we have the evidence right here of showing you contacting us. Sorry about that. Contacting us. We have videos and everything of you claiming to be this minister, collecting money from people. So we have everything off your page that we need, even though we try to remove the page. And we have these constant links coming up. You claiming to be a minister right here. There's your face right there. So all this is going to be used against you in court. And keep in mind, there's also two. We have here, how much jail time can you get for impersonating a minister? So jurisdiction for actually a couple years. You're looking at about a couple years, maybe 2-3 years for impersonating a minister. You can't do that. It's against the law. So 2 years imprisonment, up to $5,000 in fines. So you're roughly looking at some real serious jail time. I mean, with all the different accounts that you have on you right now, you could easily walk off with a good. I mean, the post office fraud charges are $20 years a pop. So you're looking at over 80 years, easily, an easy over 80 years prison sentence. So again, this guy got himself in a lot of trouble, hanging around with freaking the wrong people. And again, I explained to him to go mind your own business, go in a different direction, but you were bent on doing what you wanted to do. And now, as I said before, we've contacted the building where you are at, their property management, and they let us know that now legal is involved in this, and also too, their security unit is also involved in this on tracking your whereabouts and figuring out where you're at. So an investigation has been started. All right, people. Well, that's why I said at the end of the day, don't waste time with the devil. The devil's an amazing and insane time waster. He will ruin your life. And this is what happened to this guy. He ruined his life. And the rest of them are going to go through the whole ordeal. So it's a shame. It's sad that this person could have did something better with that, with his setup. He could have been doing those e-bikes. He could have been traveling around doing e-bikes, giving people information on the best ones to buy and stuff like that. You know, people look into stuff like that. I would have looked into stuff like that because I'm interested in getting an e-bike. But he decided to take it down this route. So God will give you blessings, but let the devil take them, and the devil will take them away. It's interesting, and when you think about this, like I said, the devil's job is to take away your blessings. And he called himself attacking us, trying to steal our blessings, when the devil was taking his blessings the entire time. He didn't see it. That's the sad thing about it. All right, people, got to go. Be safe out there and walk with God.